last class, we have seen the definition of channel capacity, and we know that the channel capacity can be represented as maxima of the mutual information, right? Maxima of mutual information. This we have seen, right? So if we can calculate the mutual information between X and Y, and we can find out the maxima of that information, it can be represented as a channel capacity, right? And we know that if we want to write it theoretically, we can write that channel capacity can be denoted as the maximum rate at which the information can be transmitted. So again, we can write down a simple line that channel capacity denote the maximum rate at which the information can be transmitted.
Sir,
हाँ,
hello.
yes, yes, speak, बोलो. हाँ, बोलो शुभम.
सर रिपीट कर देंगे क्या सर? थोड़ा सा हो नहीं पाया.
कोई इशू नहीं है. Actually, I'm just repeating that in the last class we have seen what is the definition of channel capacity. So numerically we can calculate channel capacity when we are calculating the maximum of the mutual information, and theoretically the definition can be described as it is the maximum rate at which the information can be transmitted, right? So we know that the definition is given by a very popular scientist. The name of the scientist is क्लाउड ए शेनॉन, जिनका नाम बहुत ज्यादा सुना है हमने. So CLAUD, क्लाउड ए शेनॉन. And he is also considered as father of information theory. And the result of channel capacity, which is described by Shannon, is published in a research paper titled The Mathematical Theory of Communication. Mathematical Theory of Communication. You can download this paper from Google and you can see that what was the derivation which was provided by Claude Shannon, right? So the Shannon described that the channel capacity can be the maximum rate at which the information can be transmitted, and you can also see that the channel capacity can be defined as a maximum possible rate at which the information can be sent over the channel, right? So both the things are same, you know, both the things are same. Ultimately, you can define that, and we should know that what is the channel capacity. Why? Because we should know that how many bits we can transmit over a communication channel reliably, right? The thing which is very important in communication is that it should be a reliable communication. It should be a successful communication. The losses should be minimized as possible, right? So channel capacity will already tell you that this is the maximum rate, or these are the maximum number of bits which you can transmit over this channel. And in that case, you know what is the limit for your communication. You will always know that how many number of bits you can transmit it, right? So if so, this is very important to get the channel capacity. Otherwise, you can send any number of bits over any communication channel, and if you don't know about the channel capacity or the maximum number of bits which can be transmitted through that channel, in that case, your most of the bits get lost, right? So in that case, you will not have a successful or reliable communication. So channel capacity, or this definition of the channel capacity, should be very important for us, and that's why we have calculated or studied the different types of entropies, that is conditional entropy, joint entropy, and the simple individual entropy, so that we can get the formula for mutual information. And once we calculated the mutual information, the maximum of the mutual information, then it will be the channel capacity for us, right? So these all things we have already discussed. Today, example of channel capacity, example of channel capacity, right? And for this we have to consider, the binary symmetric channel, right? इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं BSC, बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल. सो बेसिकली आज के क्लास में हम लोग बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल के बारे में देखेंगे एंड विल कैलकुलेट द चैनल कैपेसिटी फॉर दिस बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल. ओके, सो व्हाट इज बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल? Receive 1, this is the second path. Similarly, in the case of 1, you can transmit 1 and you can receive 1, this is the first path. And similarly, you can transmit 1 but you can receive 0, this is the second path, right? So this model is binary channel model. And why I am saying that it is symmetric? So for example, the probability that you will transmit 0 and you receive 0 is, for example, 1 minus PE, or you can simply write 1 minus P, it will also be okay. Okay, fine. You can write it 1 minus PE, and the probability that you are transmitting 0 and you are receiving 1 is PE, right? Similarly, when you are transmitting 1 and you are receiving 1, for example, the probability is 1 minus PE, and when you are transmitting 1 and you are receiving 0, the probability is PE, right? So this kind of model can be named as binary symmetric model. Why? Because the probabilities for the bit 0, right, are same when you are transmitting the probabilities for 1, right? For example, if you are looking to this 0, you are transmitting 0 and you are receiving 0, the probability is 1 minus P. And when you are transmitting 0 and because of error you are receiving 1 at the side of receiver, then the probability is P. The symmetrically, you can write it down for 1 also. When you are transmitting bit 1 and you are receiving bit 1, the probability is again 1 minus P, which is same as here. And for 1, if you are transmitting 1 and because of error you are receiving 0, the probability is PE, which is again same as in the case of 0. So this kind of channel, because the probabilities are symmetric, we can say that it is a binary symmetric channel model, right? So you can say that this is a transmitter side, this is a transmitter side from where you are transmitting 0 and 1, right? And this is a receiver side where you are receiving zeros and 1, and this is basically binary symmetric channel model, right? So you can say that this is BSC model. So this is binary symmetric channel, right? Because the probabilities are symmetric or probabilities are same as the case is same, as the condition is same, right? For example, as you are having no error condition, then for 0 or for 1, the probability is 1 minus P. And if you are saying that the condition is of error, then in the case of either 0 or 1, in both the cases, the probability is P. That's why the probabilities are same. So we can say that this is a symmetric channel. And because the source is binary, so that's why it is a binary symmetric channel, right? And we can also consider that, for example, this is S naught, for example. This is S naught, this is S1. Then you can say this is R naught, this is R1. Then you can also say that the probability for, and for example, this is source X and this is source Y. Then you can say that the probability that X is equal to S naught is given as alpha, right? And the probability that X is equal to S1 is given as 1 minus alpha, or we can also write it down alpha bar, right? So this is the case where we are having a binary source. So from this binary source, 0 is coming out, right? The probability of this, that the value of x is equal to s naught is alpha, and then you can consider the probability of x is equal to s1 will be surely 1 minus alpha, because this is a binary source. So, and we can write it down, 1 minus alpha is alpha bar. So this is the model where you can say that it is a binary symmetric model, and you can calculate the channel capacity for such kind of model, right? And we know that to calculate the channel capacity for any communication system, what we have to do? We have to calculate it. The mutual information, that is x comma y. This is the only way that we have to calculate the mutual information, and we have to maximize the mutual information to get the channel capacity, right? For this calculation of mutual information, we have to use the formula for mutual information, and here we are going to use a derived result, right? Although we have seen the concept of mutual information, and with the same definition, you can write down the formula that ix comma y, ix semicolon y can be written as summation over I and j probability of x is equal to si into probability of y is equal to rj given x is equal to si log of probability of y is equal to rj given x is equal to si divided by summation over I probability of x is equal to si and probability of y is equal to rj given x is equal to si. Right? This can be the formula. You should write it down. Actually, it is a derived result, and you can find the derivation of this result in any book. I'm not going into the detail. So you can use this formula to calculate the mutual information of this binary symmetric channel, right? So what we have to do, first we have to find out the summation, double summation over ij, p of x, probability of si, probability of rj upon si, log of probability of rj upon si, divide by summation of over I, probability of si into probability of rj over si, right? So you can say the same thing, this same thing is get repeated here, right? So this is the formula which we should use to calculate the channel capacity for this binary symmetric channel, right? The derivation is little bit long, right? So hopefully शायद कल भी हम थोड़ा करेंगे इसको, बट अभी जितना हो जाएगा उतना करेंगे. और पहले आप ये समझ लीजिए कि बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल क्लियर है और ये फॉर्मूला क्लियर है, ठीक है? And to derive this result, we have used simple the relationship of hx minus hx upon y, which is the mutual information, right? जिसका डेरिवेशन जो शुरू हुआ था इस फॉर्मूले का, ये उसी फंडामेंटल रिजल्ट से शुरू हुआ जो हम लोगों ने लिखा था. It was hx minus hx upon y, right? इसी से शुरू होके हम लोग यहाँ तक पहुंचे इस वाले रिजल्ट तक, ठीक है बेटा? लिख लिया सभी? ओके. सो नाउ मैं इस फिगर को रब कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है? और मैं अब अगला स्टेप लिखने वाला हूँ. के कितने कंडीशंस हो सकते हैं? I can be 0, j can be 0, I can be 0, j can be 1, I can be 1, j can be 0, and I and j both are 1, 1, right? These 4 possible situations are with us. सो आई एम फॉर्मूला विच इज रिटन बिलो आई एक्स वाई। अब देखो मैं इसको लिख रहा हूं आपके सामने, उससे पहले साइड में मैं फिर से चीज लिख देता हूँ यहाँ पर, कुछ बहुत ध्यान से समझिएगा कि P हमें जो गिवन चीजें हैं वो क्या क्या गिवन है। हमको गिवन है P ऑफ x इज इक्वल टू एस नॉट, ये प्रॉबिलिटी कितनी है, अल्फा, ठीक है। फिर हमको गिवन है P इज इक्वल टू x ऑफ एस वन, ये कितना गिवन है हमको, 1 माइनस अल्फा, राइट। सिमिलरली हमको क्या गिवन है, P ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू, एक सेकेंड, P ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू r नॉट, y इज इक्वल टू r नॉट गिवन, मैं सीधे सीधे एस नॉट लिख रहा हूँ, एस नॉट इज इक्वल टू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू r1 डिवाइड बाई s1, दिस इज गिवन एज 1 माइनस p। इसको हम लोग PE1, इसको हम लोग PE बार भी लिख सकते हैं, PE बार। सिमिलरली हमको ये भी गिवन है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू r1 upon s naught and probability of y is equal to r naught given s1, flip probabilities, right। ये क्या है, PE, ये गिवन है ना। बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल से डेटा लिख सकते हैं बेटा, बोलो।
यस सर। यस सर।
ये डेटा हमको गिवन है, अल्फा 1 minus alpha, PE bar and P, and with the help of these four results I am going to write down this whole explanation, right। And because see these probabilities are given like PS naught, PS1, PR naught by S naught, PR1 by S naught, so these things I need here, right। So that's why I have written down this formula into this term, because these given values can be easily put into these values। So if we put these all values here, for example, for all four combinations, I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1, and I is equal to 1, j is equal to 0, and all the combinations, right। So what I can write down, I am writing it directly, but आपको इसको लिखना है सही से। तो कैसे लिखेंगे, अल्फा PE बार log of PE bar divide by alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE, ठीक है। सो बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल को याद कर लें एक बार फिर से, ये टर्म कैसे लिखा है, मैं इसको देखो साइड में यहाँ लिख रहा हूँ, आप प्लीज इस, ठीक है, बोर्ड छोटा पड़ जाता है यहाँ जूम वाला। ये क्या था, PE बार, और ये क्या था, PE बार, ये और ये क्या थे, PE और PE, ये है R नॉट और ये है R1, ये है S नॉट और ये है S1, ठीक है। अब अगर मैं इस वाले को देख रहा हूँ i इज इक्वल टू 0 के लिए, तो x इज इक्वल टू S नॉट, सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ S नॉट कितना है, अल्फा, ठीक है, ये लिख दिया मैंने अल्फा, ठीक है, इनटू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ R नॉट गिवन x इज इक्वल टू S नॉट, ये क्या है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ R नॉट बाई S नॉट। सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ R नॉट बाई S नॉट, यानी कि मुझे R नॉट मिले, ट्रांसमिटेड क्या है, S नॉट, इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है, PE बार, कितनी है, PE बार। सो मैंने ये लिख दी यहाँ पर। सो ये हो गया अल्फा, ये हो गया PE बार। अब लॉग लगा दिया, लॉग ऊपर वाला फैक्टर क्या है, PE बार, क्योंकि ये तो सेम ही है, यही वाला फैक्टर लिखा है ऊपर, यहाँ पर देखो, ठीक है, तो ये तो PE बार ही है। नीचे देखो क्या लिखना है, समेशन ओवर आई, ठीक है, तो केवल आई की वैल्यू चेंज होनी है, आई की वैल्यू चेंज होगी तो कौन कौन से हो सकती है, 0 और 1। सो 0 है तो क्या होगा, अल्फा, राइट, पीई बार प्लस 1 हो गए तो क्या होगा अल्फा बार पीई, राइट। तो नीचे वाले जो पोर्शन है इसमें दो टर्म आएंगे बिकॉज समेशन लगा हुआ है, तो एक i इज इक्वल टू 0 के लिए आएगा, एक i इज इक्वल टू 1 के लिए आएगा। तो ये लिखा i इज इक्वल टू 0 के लिए और ये लिखा i इज इक्वल टू 1 के लिए। कई बात समझ में आती है बेटा? रिजल्ट लिखा है ना मैंने, इसीलिए इसको रब नहीं किया अभी। i इज इक्वल टू 0 रखो यहाँ पहला, i इज इक्वल टू 0, सो i इज इक्वल टू 0 तो प्रोबेबिलिटी x इज इक्वल टू s नॉट, x इज इक्वल टू s नॉट तो मतलब ये वाली प्रोबेबिलिटी अल्फा है ना, बोलो
जी सर।
अल्फा। अब ये देखो क्या है, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ y इज इक्वल टू आर जे अपॉन x इज इक्वल टू एस आई। अब i इज इक्वल टू 0 है और r j इज इक्वल टू 0 है, पहला केस है ना, i इज इक्वल टू 0 और j इज इक्वल टू 0, सो j इज इक्वल टू 0 मतलब r नॉट और i इज इक्वल टू 0 मतलब s नॉट। सो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ r नॉट अपॉन s नॉट, r नॉट क्या है, रिसीव्ड सिंबल r नॉट, ट्रांसमिटेड सिंबल s नॉट। अगर r नॉट रिसीव हो रहा है, ट्रांसमिटेड सिंबल s नॉट है, तो ये वाली लाइन आ रही है ना, ये वाली लाइन ऊपर वाली, और इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है pe बार, राइट। तो ये वाला पोर्शन क्या हो गया पीई बार, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
फिर आओ लॉग, लॉग लिख दिया। अभी ऊपर वाला पोर्शन देखो, j इज इक्वल टू 0 और i इज इक्वल टू 0 के लिए तो सेम ही रहेगा, ये यही चीज है जो लिखी हुई है। सो पीई बार हो गया ऊपर, डिवाइड बाई नीचे देखो समेशन ओवर i। अब यहाँ समेशन ओवर i का मतलब क्या हुआ कि j की 0 तो फिक्स वैल्यू फिक्स है 0, बट नीचे के i के दोनों वैल्यूज आ जाएंगे 0 भी और 1 भी। सो i इज इक्वल टू जब 0 होगा और j इज इक्वल टू 0 होगा तो क्या आएगा, i इज इक्वल टू 0 तो s नॉट की वैल्यू कितनी है अल्फा, और जब i इज इक्वल टू 0 है और j भी 0 है तो r नॉट अपॉन s नॉट विच इज अगेन पीई बार, ठीक है। प्लस अब i की वैल्यू कितनी है 1, सो i की वैल्यू 1 तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ s1 कितनी है 1 माइनस अल्फा, तो अल्फा बार लिख सकते हैं, तो अल्फा बार। और जब r1 अपॉन s नॉट है, r1 क्या है ये और s नॉट क्या है ये, सो यहां से देखो फ्लिप्ड वाली प्रोबेबिलिटी, ये कितनी थी, ये pe थी, pe, सो pe लिख दी मैंने, ठीक है।
ओके सर, क्लियर।
वेरी गुड क्लास, बेटा समझ में आ गया यहाँ तक, बोलो।
यस सर, आ गया।
तो ये पहला वाला पोर्शन समझ में आ गया है, तो हम लोग इसको समराइज कर लेते हैं। जो पहला वाला पोर्शन है अल्फा पी लॉग ऑफ, सॉरी पहला वाला है अल्फा पीई बार लॉग ऑफ पीई बार डिवाइड बाय अल्फा पीई बार अल्फा बार पीई। This was the first term when I is equal to 0 and j is equal to 0, right? Next term will be, अब मैं इसको डायरेक्टली लिख रहा हूं बट आप कॉपी में सॉल्व करेंगे इसको, ठीक है। अल्फा पीई ब्रैकेट के अंदर पीई डिवाइड बाय अल्फा पीई प्लस अल्फा बार पीई बार, ठीक है। या प्लस
सर
थर्ड
लॉग रह
कंडीशन
गया,
बेटा,
सर लॉग रह गया, अल्फा पीई लॉग आएगा ना,
अल्फा पी लॉग ऑफ पी डिवाइड बाई अल्फा पी प्लस अल्फा बार पी बार, वेरी गुड। नेक्स्ट आएगा थर्ड कंडीशन के लिए अल्फा बार पीई लॉग पीई डिवाइड बाय अल्फा पीई बार प्लस अल्फा बार पीई प्लस अल्फा बार पीई बार लॉग ऑफ पीई
कंजुगेट
बार
आएगा तो
पीई बार डिवाइड बाय अल्फा पीई प्लस अल्फा बार पीई। ये हमने निकाली है चारों कंडीशंस। सो दिस इज कंडीशन 1, right? This is condition 2, this is condition 3, and this is condition 4. So for I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, for I is equal to 0, j is equal to 1, for I is equal to 1, j is equal to 0, for I is equal to 1, j is equal to 1. For all these four conditions, you have to write down the mutual information, and after adding you will get the total mutual information, right? Studying about binary symmetric channel, and we have seen the introduction of binary symmetric channel, that means what is the definition or what is the mathematical concept for the channel, then it can be treated as binary symmetric, right? So we have seen that if we are having two sources, binary sources, that is 0 and 1, and in this case the channel can be binary channel, and if we are having the probabilities, direct probabilities and flip probabilities. Direct probabilities means when we are transmitting 0 and we are receiving 0, and flip probability means that when we are transmitting 0 and receiving 1. So this kind of probability is named as flip probability, right? So if these probabilities are same in the binary channel, then we can say that it is a binary symmetric channel. This we have already seen. And then because I want to calculate the channel capacity of this binary symmetric channel, so I have to write down the mutual information. And we have also written down the formula for mutual information. And with the help of that formula, we have reached up to this point, right? I hope you all have written this, that Ixy can be written as alpha P bar log of P bar divided by alpha P bar plus alpha bar P. This is the situation. This information you are getting when you are having that I is equal to 0 and Z is equal to 0 in that double summation, right? Which we have seen in the last lecture, right? So this was the expression for I is equal to 0, J is equal to 0, and this is the expression for other possibility, that is I is equal to 0, J is equal to 1. And then this can be the possibility for I is equal to 1, J is equal to 0, and the last one is for I is equal to 1 and J is equal to 1. So you are getting these four expressions, and you are summing these four expressions to get the final relationship for mutual information. So I hope these all four expressions are visible to you. Now we have to solve these expressions to solve the concept of channel capacity of binary symmetric channel, right? Now see, this four expression can be combined, right, by taking some mathematical adjustments. So see how we are doing this. For example, I'm taking this one, the first one, right? See it carefully. If I'm taking only this part, then how we can write down that this part is alpha PE bar log of 1 upon alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE, right, into PE, right? We can write it down. So it can be written as log m into n, okay, log m into n. So log m into n can be written as log m plus log n, right? So by this you can write down that this expression can be written as alpha P bar log of 1 upon alpha P bar plus alpha bar PE plus alpha PE bar log of PE. Okay. Again, I'm writing it. It can be written as alpha PE bar log of PE, right? So only this, I'm talking about only this expression. So this expression can be written as alpha P bar log of 1 upon alpha P bar plus alpha bar P into PE. So you can open this log m into n type relationship to log m plus log n. And for this, you can write it down alpha P bar log of 1 upon alpha P bar plus alpha bar P plus alpha P bar log PE, right? Now, this expression can be further, I'm writing it here, this expression can be further written as alpha PE bar log of 1 upon alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE minus alpha PE bar log of 1 upon PE, right? Okay, so we can write it down or not? At the place of PE, if I am writing it 1 upon PE, it means that we have to add here a minus sign, right? So it can be written as alpha PE bar log 1 upon PE with minus sign, right? So you can see here alpha PE bar log of 1 upon alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE minus alpha PE bar log of 1 upon PE. Doing it because I want to add, among these four expressions, I want to take something common, right? And I want to simplify these four expressions. So when you are going to simplify these four expressions, you know that, for example, I want to take something common in this expression and this expression, because the numerator, so denominator of this log is common in these two expressions, right? But the thing is that here I am having PE bar and here I am having PE. So what I have to do, I have to adjust these P and PE bar. How we can adjust it? We can simply use the formula log m into n, and at the place of log m into n, you can write down log m plus log n. And now you can say that at this place, I can write it down alpha P bar log of 1 upon alpha P bar plus alpha bar P minus alpha P bar log 1 upon P, right? Similarly, you can take, you can solve these all four expressions. From all these four expressions, you can take these numerator out, right? P, this P bar and this P numerator out, right? And you can collect those all numerators at one place, and then you can write it down like, see how we can write it down. I'm adjusting these two, right, and these two at one place. So how I can write it down? See, the next step, I x y can be written as alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE into log of 1 upon alpha PE bar plus alpha bar PE. Right? So I add these two terms, right, by assuming that here we are having this P bar and P outside from this log, right? I will write down the next expression with this adjustment. But अगर यहाँ पर 1 होता, so I can easily take log of 1 upon alpha P bar plus alpha bar P is a common, then I can have alpha P bar plus alpha bar P, right? Similarly, with these two expressions, I can write down alpha PE plus alpha bar PE bar in one bracket and log of 1 upon alpha PE plus alpha bar PE bar, right? So again, I am assuming that this P and P bar is not in numerator, and then you can say log of 1 upon alpha P plus alpha bar P bar, log of 1 upon alpha P plus alpha bar P bar. You can take log common, and then you can have alpha P plus alpha bar P bar as here, right? Now, from all these four expressions, you know that this numerator part I have to take out. How? I have already shown you that how we can do it from this first expression, right? So when you are taking these four numerators out and you collect them all at one place, so how you can write it down? That this expression, right? This expression, I should write it here, plus rather than minus in bracket PE log 1 upon PE plus PE bar log of 1 upon PE. Right? This will be the extra term which is coming because of the numerator of these all logs. Right? I hope you got this. From this first part, right? See, from this first part, if I separate out this PE bar, इसको बाहर निकालते हैं, तो बाहर क्या आएगा? अल्फा PE bar log of PE bar, यही बार आएगा? बोलो, अल्फा PE bar log of PE bar, ये बाहर जाएगा, ठीक है? इसको यहाँ लिख सकते हैं, पहले वाले टर्म से अल्फा PE bar log of PE bar, ये बाहर आएगा? बोलो बेटा।
यस सर।
वेरी गुड। नेक्स्ट वाले टर्म से क्या बाहर आएगा? अल्फा पी लॉग ऑफ पी, ठीक है, प्लस अल्फा पीई लॉग ऑफ पीई, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वाले टर्म से क्या बाहर आएगा? अल्फा बार पी लॉग ऑफ पी, अल्फा बार पीई लॉग ऑफ पीई। फिर नेक्स्ट वाला टर्म से क्या बाहर आएगा? अल्फा बार पी बार लॉग ऑफ पी बार। सो नेक्स्ट वाले टर्म से बाहर आएगा अल्फा बार पी बार लॉग ऑफ पी बार, यही बार आएंगे। न्यूमरेटर से अगर मैं अलग अलग करूंगा, ठीक है। अब जरा ध्यान दो इस पे,
1 हो गया।
दिस इज लॉग पी बार एंड दिस इज लॉग पी बार, राइट। तो ये वाला हिस्सा देखो और ये वाला हिस्सा देखो, इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं?
अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार
अल्फा पी बार प्लस अल्फा बार पी बार
लॉग पी बार,
राइट। इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं, राइट। अभी पी बार को भी बाहर ले लें, केवल इसी को सॉल्व कर रहे हैं अभी। सो लिख सकते हैं अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार पी बार लॉग ऑफ पी बार, ठीक है। अब अगर इन दोनों की बात करें, ये जो दोनों है, इन दोनों की बात करें तो क्या आएगा? अल्फा पी लॉग ऑफ पी प्लस अल्फा बार पी लॉग ऑफ पी। सो पी लॉग पी का कॉमन ले लें तो क्या आएगा? पीई लॉग ऑफ पीई, ब्रैकेट में क्या आएगा? अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार, बोलो।
यस सर।
तो अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार क्या है?
1 है।
1 है। व्हाई? बिकॉज अल्फा और 1 माइनस अल्फा, ये दो प्रोबेबिलिटी से थे, इन दोनों का सम हमेशा क्या होगा? 1 होगा, बिकॉज बाइनरी सोर्स में केवल दो ही ऑप्शंस हैं, या तो सोर्स 0 होगा या 1 होगा। एक की प्रोबेबिलिटी अल्फा है तो दूसरी की 1 माइनस अल्फा होगी, दोनों को सम करोगे हमेशा 1 आएगा। सो अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार विल ऑलवेज बी इक्वल टू 1। सो अल्फा प्लस अल्फा बार विल ऑलवेज बी इक्वल टू 1। तो बचा क्या? बचा पीई लॉग ऑफ पीई प्लस पी बार लॉग ऑफ पी बार, ये बचा। अब अगर मैं इसको मॉडिफाई करके लिख दूं, p की जगह 1 अपॉन p कर दूं और p बार की जगह 1 अपॉन p बार कर दूं, तो यहाँ क्या आ जाएगा? दोनों जगह माइनस है। सो व्हाट आई कैन डू, राइट? आई कैन टेक माइनस, आई कैन राइट इट लाइक माइनस p log of 1 upon pe माइनस pe बार log of 1 upon p बार, राइट। अब अगर इसमें से माइनस कॉमन ले लूं मैं, क्या लिख सकता हूं? ये लिख सकता हूं, माइनस कॉमन लेंगे तो p log 1 upon p plus p bar log 1 upon p bar, right? The same expression. So ultimately what I mean to say you that you can write down the ixy as this expression: alpha p bar plus alpha bar p log of 1 upon alpha p bar plus alpha bar p plus alpha p plus alpha bar p bar in one bracket log of 1 upon alpha p plus alpha bar p bar plus or minus p log 1 upon p plus p bar log 1 upon p bar. This is the expression which is the expression of mutual information. Now this side will show you the explanation how we can separate out these numerators from this whole expression and how we can write it down, right? So with some mathematical adjustment you can write down the mutual information and the written is like this, right?
ओके, बोलो बेटा, ठीक है सर। नाउ if we write down like this, then the second thing which we can think is what, that for example, if you talk about this probability, alpha p bar plus alpha bar pe log of 1 upon alpha pe bar plus alpha bar pe. If you're talking about this probability, right? This probability is for what? This probability is for that if you say that at the side of receiver I am receiving 0, right? तो इसको देख सकते हैं हम लोग. For example, this is alpha and this is alpha bar, right? If you are receiving 0, how you can receive 0? You can receive 0 if 0 was transmitted, or you can receive 0 when 1 was transmitted but get errored, right? So there are two possibilities when you receive 0. So when you are receiving 0, transmitted bit was 0, then the probability will be alpha p bar, and when you are receiving 0 and the transmitted bit was 1, then you are having alpha bar p, right? This was the probability. So you can say here alpha p bar plus alpha bar p log of 1 upon alpha p bar plus alpha bar re. It was the situation. It was the situation when you are finding out the probability that your received bit, you can say that this is a situation that when your received bit R0 is equal to 0, right? So if this expression is telling about the situation when your R0 is 0, naturally this expression will show you just opposite, right? Just opposite, right? So this mutual information can be further simplified to the expression. अब ध्यान दीजिएगा क्या लिख रहा हूं मैं इसको ऊपर वाले हिस्से को रब कर रहा हूं क्योंकि आपने लिख लिया इसको कल ही. If I say that this alpha p bar plus alpha bar p can be written as a single variable z, then this whole thing can be written as, for example, pz, and this pz can be equal to z log of 1 upon z plus z bar log of 1 upon z bar, right? I'm talking about this expression, this log plus this log. This is for bit 0, so naturally this will be for bit 1. And this is extra portion, that p log 1 upon p plus p bar log 1 upon p bar, right? ये वाला portion extra है. इस वाले portion को हम लोग लिख सकते हैं, for example, pz से. कैसे लिखना है? pz से, and this expression is simplifying like pz is equal to log z log 1 upon z plus z bar log 1 upon z bar. Why I am doing this? Because ultimately to get the channel capacity, I have to maximize this IXY. I have to maximize this IXY, or I have to find out the maximum value of this mutual information. The main point is this. So to get the maximum value, see, I have to maximize this portion, right? This portion. Why? Because this portion p log 1 upon p plus p bar log 1 upon p bar is a constant value. Because PE, once you choose the probability, right, it will always be fixed, right? So once you choose the probability P, it will be fixed. So if it is so, then it will always give you a constant value, and this constant value will be subtracted from this factor, right? So this constant will be always subtracted. So ultimately what you have to do, you have to maximize this value so that you can maximize the mutual information, or you have to find out the maximum value of this expression, because it is a factor which will be always get subtracted. It is a constant value, right? So if this factor, right, this factor will be maximized, or this we got the maximum value of this factor, this will be the situation of maximum mutual information, right? So हमें इसकी maximum value देखनी है, ये वाला जो z माना है मैंने, इसकी maximum value अगर मुझे मिल जाती है तो उसमें से ये subtract तो होना ही था, right? So अगर ये maximum में से subtract होगा तो जो भी outcome होगा वो maximum होगा, ठीक है? So ऐसा concept लेकर हम लोग चल रहे हैं. So that's why I have written down this is z log 1 upon z, और अगर ये 0 को बता रहा था तो ये 1 को बता रहा होगा, so definitely it will be z bar log 1 upon z bar, right? If we are having such kind of situation and we are writing this whole function as a pz, then if we draw this whole distribution graphically, then the interesting result which we found will always be it can be the maximum value of this pz can be the one, right? So that's why I want to say that if we plot it graphically, right? So how we can plot it? See, we can plot as like this. This is pz, and for example, this I am plotting with respect to z. Then I am interested only the values in between 0 to 1. Why? Because we know that probabilities can be in the range from 0 to 1. And when we draw this graph, what we found, the nature of the graph is somewhat like this, right? And the maximum value, that is pz is equal to 1, will be achieved when z is equal to half. When z is equal to half, right? So it means that this ixy can be maximum when the value of z is half, right? And this is the subtracting factor, so I'm not focusing on this. So ultimately I am focusing on this factor plus this factor, and what I am saying that this factor will be have maximum value, right, when z is equal to half, right? So what I can write here, I'm rubbing this again. I hope आपने लिख लिया होगा सर.
सर z की वैल्यू सर हाफ में मैक्सिमाइज कैसे करी गई?
जब इसको आप ड्रॉ करोगे ना z log 1 upon z, ये कोई भी वैल्यू जीरोस और वंस के बीच में कई सारे वैल्यूज रख के देखेंगे आप, सो आप ये पाएंगे कि ऐसे ही करके बन के आएगा, ठीक है? और z is equal to 0.5 पर ही ये मैक्सिमम वैल्यू निकाल के देगा, आप वैल्यूज पुट करके देखिएगा, बिकॉज़ pz कैन ओनली बी इक्वल टू 1. एक स्पेसिफिक वैल्यू होगी जो इक्वेशन को सेटिस्फाई करेगी. So the equation pz can be maximized whenever we are having z is equal to half, right? So when we have z is equal to half, then we can say that pz can be maximized. So C, channel capacity can always be have the maximum value of information, that is ix comma y. So it can be maximized, means channel capacity can be the maximum value of ixy when z is equal to 0.5. And what it means, because we know that we have written down the value of z. Z was क्या था z? Z was alpha p plus alpha bar pe, है ना? Z was alpha pe bar, sorry, alpha यही था, क्या था भाई?
Alpha pe bar plus alpha bar pe.
Alpha p bar plus alpha bar pe, right? So it should be equal to half. It should be equal to half, right? So ये अगर half हो, तो उसके लिए अल्फा को भी क्या होना पड़ेगा? half, right? Alpha should also half. Alpha is equal to half can satisfy this equation, right? Z should be equal to half when alpha p bar plus alpha bar p should equal to 0.5. So in this case, alpha should also be, we should have the value half. Alpha is equal to half means that the probabilities of 0 and 1 should always be equiprobable. Equiprobable means when the value of alpha is equal to half, then definitely the value of alpha bar will also be half. So it means that when a source is generating the information or the bits with equiprobable symbols, right? Or you can say that when the source is generating the bits with equal probability, then this binary symmetric channel can achieve the maximum channel capacity, right? The maximum channel capacity. And if you say that the value of pz will be maximum and z is equal to half, so the maximum value of pz will always be equal to 1 because it is a probability, right? So the value of pz cannot go beyond 1. So the maximum value of pz is equal to 1. So in that case, you can write down the channel capacity formula for this C, for this binary symmetric channel, which will be equal to 1 minus P log of 1 upon PE plus PE bar log of 1 upon PE bar, right? This can be the simple formula for the channel capacity of this biasymmetric channel. Because in the
सर
previous
रिपीट कर दीजिए सर लास्ट लाइन.
last line is what I am saying that see the expression for IXY was Z log 1 upon Z plus Z bar log 1 upon Z bar minus of this expression, right? आप देखो इससे पहले दो लाइंस पहले मैंने ये तो लिख रखा है और जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि जो मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन होगी वो ही चैनल कैपेसिटी होगी तो मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन का मतलब पीजेड वाला फैक्टर मैक्सिमम होना चाहिए और पीजेड की वैल्यू नेचुरल है आप इसमें कुछ भी मत समझिए अगर राइट इवन तब आप कह सकते हैं कि जो पीजेड है वो हमेशा कितना हो सकता है मैक्सिमम 1 हो सकता है क्योंकि इट इज ऑल अबाउट द probability right so probability cannot have the value beyond 1 so the maximum value of pz can be 1 so जो पूरा एक्सप्रेशन लिखा था जिसको मैंने z के टर्म्स में लिख दिया था उसकी मैक्सिमम वैल्यू कितनी हो सकती है 1 so अगर उसकी जगह 1 लिखता हूं मैं तो ये मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन बन जाएगी और मैक्सिमम इंफॉर्मेशन ही क्या होता है चैनल कैपेसिटी होता है so channel capacity can be written as 1 minus p log upon p plus p bar log 1 upon p bar ये आपकी चैनल कैपेसिटी निकल के आ गई इसकी बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल right this is the channel capacity of binary symmetric channel and we use the concept that the maximum information is nothing but the channel capacity
यूनिट क्या हुआ सर इसका?
bits unit
Okay.
in terms of bits right so यहां पर अगर आप देखेंगे तो यूनिट क्या आएगी bits निकल के so the maximum channel capacity can be तो बता सकता है मैक्सिमम चैनल कैपेसिटी कितनी हो सकती है फॉर बाइनरी सिमेट्रिक चैनल चैनल कैपेसिटी इज व्हाट 1 माइनस सम फैक्टर राइट ये जो फैक्टर है ये हमेशा चैनल कैपेसिटी यस वेरी गुड प्रशांत 1 क्योंकि ये जो फैक्टर है ये हमेशा क्या करेगा चैनल कैपेसिटी को डिक्रीज ही करेगा सो मैक्सिमम चैनल कैपेसिटी कितनी हो सकती है
0 कर देंगे.
0 हो जाए तो 1 minus 0 is equal to 1 so in this case binary symmetric channel maximum 1 bit can travel from transmitter to receiver and see whenever you are talking about binary source right whenever you are talking about binary source this should be the maximum channel capacity because in binary source either the source will generate 0 or the source will generate 1 only single bit right so that single bit is sufficient to carry your information right that's why you are using this binary symmetric channel so your source is binary and it is generating only zeros or ones right zeros or ones at a time so at a time only you will have a single bit for the purpose of transmission either 0 or 1 so if that single bit successfully transmit from transmitter to receiver it means that you are utilizing channel fully right so this is the maximum channel capacity and your information will transmit from transmitter to receiver without getting any error right so this is the situation so you can also plot the curve of channel capacity with the value of probability yani PE right you can also plot this graph right in that case you will get the maximum channel capacity at 1 bit right when this whole factor will become
Sir?
मतलब मैक्सिमम में कितनी बिट एक चैनल से होकर ट्रांसमिट कर सकता हूं अभी चैनल अगर नॉइजलेस है उस केस में आप मैक्सिमम बिट ट्रांसमिट कर सकते हो चैनल अगर नॉइसी है राइट तो उस केस में आप मैक्सिमम बिट ट्रांसमिट नहीं कर सकते ठीक है ना उसमें तो आपका लॉस हो जाना है इंफॉर्मेशन को तो वो चैनल आपके सारे बिट्स को ट्रांसमिट होकर जाने नहीं देगा उनमें से कुछ बिट को वो लॉस हो जाएगी बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉइज सो चैनल कैपेसिटी को मैक्सिमम होने का मतलब क्या है कि अगर चैनल 1 बिट की कैपेसिटी रखता है 1 बिट ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है इट इज द मैक्सिमम चैनल कैपेसिटी राइट सो ये जो पूरा फैक्टर है दिस इज अ फैक्टर ऑफ एरर because you are saying that p is the error probability when you are for transmitting 0 and you are receiving 1 right so this is the probability of error so error factor को अगर हम हटा दें यहां से तो 1 में से 0 घट के 0 ही बचेगा right so you can also draw the graph of the channel capacity and I'm drawing it here आप देखिए एक ग्राफ और ड्रॉ किया गया है it is in between channel capacity C and the probability of error PE when it is like this is value 1 it will be like this it will be like this. Okay. It will be like this. Okay. So this is when P is moving from 0 to 1, right? And this is the situation when P is equal to 1. This is the situation when P is equal to 0. So this is the situation of channel capacity. So as you are moving from 0 to 1, the channel capacity is maximum when the error performance is 0, and then you are decreasing, the channel capacity is decreasing up to certain value, or symmetricity से हम कह सकते हैं P will become half, and then it is again increasing and to reach maximum value when P is equal to 1. अभी आप देखो एक इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्टर आ रहा है, I don't know ये आपको दिख रहा होगा शायद, P is equal to 1 लिखा है मैंने. इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट देखिए सर, आप ये कह रहे हैं जब एरर 0 है तब तो चैनल कैपेसिटी मैक्सिमा है, इसे समझ में आ गई कि एरर हो ही नहीं रही है तो एक बिट आराम से ट्रांसमिट होगी और रिसीवर तक आराम से चली जाएगी. बट जब P is equal to 1 है, मींस मैक्सिमम एरर है, तब भी चैनल कैपेसिटी 1 आ रहा है. मतलब एरर इतनी ज्यादा है कि वो बिल्कुल डिस्ट्रॉय कर देगा आपके मैसेज को, फिर भी चैनल कैपेसिटी 1 आ रहा है. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? इट इज ऑब्वियस. व्हाई? बिकॉज़ सी चैनल कैपेसिटी मींस द चैनल जहां से होकर आपके इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रैवल हो रही है. अब अगर ये बोलता है कि मेरी कैपेसिटी 1 बिट है और आप 1 बिट ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हो, ठीक है, तो आप सक्सेसफुली या अगर एक बिट जा रही है और फॉर एग्जांपल 1 भेज रहे हो और 1 रिसीव हो रहा है, ये नॉइजलेस सिचुएशन है. बट अगर 1 भेज रहे हो और 0 रिसीव हो रहा है, ये भी डिटरमिन हो जाए, फिक्स्ड हो जाए, राइट? तो ये भी फिर फिक्स्ड इंफॉर्मेशन है. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं आपको अगर ये पता चल जाए कि जब भी आशीष सर 0 बोलते हैं उसका मतलब 1 होता है, तो फिर ये एरर नहीं हुई ना, जबकि सबसे ज्यादा एरर मैथमेटिकली हो चुकी है. मैं 0 बोल रहा हूं और आप उसे 1 समझ रहे हैं, लेकिन ये अगर फिक्स्ड हो जाता है कि अगर जब भी 0 बोला जाएगा उसका रिसीवर पर 1 ही मिलेगा, राइट? ऐसा कोई चैनल है तो वहां भी मैं क्या बोलूंगा? चैनल कैपेसिटी इज 1. हाँ बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं प्रशांत, ये तो कोडिंग जैसा हो गया बिल्कुल, राइट? जब P1 हो जाए, एरर बिल्कुल फिक्स हो जाए कि ये तो हर बिट को रिवर्स कर देगा, ऐसा चैनल, तो वहां से 0 पास होके आएगा, तब भी सक्सेसफुली आप इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रांसमिट कर सकते हैं. सो आइदर इट इज अ हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन, बट मैथमेटिकली इट इज करेक्ट दैट द चैनल कैपेसिटी विल गेन बैक टू द हाईएस्ट वैल्यू व्हेन द एरर इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड. When the error is 0, then channel capacity is 1. It is clear, right? 0 भेजा 0 मिला, 1 भेजा 1 मिला, कहीं कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, नॉइजलेस चैनल है, चैनल कैपेसिटी 1 बिट है. लेकिन अभी ऐसा चैनल आ गया कि 0 भेजा और 1 ही मिलेगा, मतलब एरर होगी ही होगी, राइट? 1 भेजेंगे तो 0 ही मिलेगा, एरर होगी होगी, तब भी चैनल कैपेसिटी 1 होगी. इसके बीच में गड़बड़ होगा, कहां? मैंने 0 भेजा बट आई डोंट नो एट द साइड ऑफ रिसीवर आइदर आई एम गोइंग टू गेट 0 और 1. ये भी कंफ्यूजन की सिचुएशन, यहां पर आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन लॉस हो गई, राइट? अगर आपको पता है कि आशीष सर जब भी 0 बोलेंगे उसका मतलब 1 होगा, तब आपको कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. आप एज अ रिसीवर आपको पता है मुझे क्या इंफॉर्मेशन मिली थी, मुझे रिसीव हो गई, वो 0 बोल रहे हैं इसका मतलब 1 है. आपको पता है कि आशीष सर जब 1 बोलते हैं तो 1 का मतलब 1 ही होता है, तो फिर 1 का मतलब 1 है, इसका मतलब ये भी नॉइजलेस सिचुएशन है, कहीं कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम ये होगी जब मैं 1 बोलूं और आप कंफ्यूज हो जाओ कि इसका मतलब मैं 0 समझूं या 1 समझूं, तब इंफॉर्मेशन लॉस होगी, राइट? सो इंफॉर्मेशन लॉस इज बेसिकली द प्रॉब्लम इन द चैनल, राइट? सो इंफॉर्मेशन यहां पे मैं समझ लूंगी, ऑल्दो इट इज अ हाइपोथेटिकल, मैं बोल रहा हूं इट इज अ हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन, ऐसा बोलते नहीं है, राइट? बट मैथमेटिकली ये ऐसा ही है एंड इट इज करेक्ट.